Having a coaching website but nobody signs up for your coaching is one of the most frustrating things in a coaching business. So in today's video, you will learn 10 tips on how to build a coaching website that actually gets clients. Welcome to my channel. My name is Robin. Many nutrition coaches struggle with feeling confident, even outside building their own website. So on my channel, I help them build the confidence to transform the health and lives of others, allowing them to build a successful nutrition coaching business. And if you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure that you subscribe. A couple of days ago, I got a message from a follower on Facebook, and the problem that she has is that she produces great results with her clients, but the problem is she isn't getting any traffic to her website or new signups through her website. So we had to figure out what she can do on her website differently so clients actually book a call with her. And our process was relatively simple. First, we looked at, does she have a clear target niche? Does she know who she wants to talk to? Then, has she great success with her clients? She does. Does she regularly get testimonials and referrals? She does as well. Does she get consistent traffic to her website? She also gets traffic. But nobody signs up on the actual page, so we had to figure out what to do differently. And one thing is very important. Nobody is born with the skill to build a website. It takes practice and experience. So if you're wondering, should I build a website or not, or what is the best way to build a website, it's totally normal to feel insecure about this. And it's also totally normal to feel paralyzed that you don't know what to do or how to even start. And maybe you're worrying even that you're over-promising that your clients won't have the experience that you promised on your website. And that is totally normal. The key here is, again, as so often in coaching as well, it's to start, to make a first step, and then to slowly progress and improve. So I'm going to share with you the top 10 tips to build a coaching website that gets clients. And particularly, I will show you how to design and write a website that shows the client what they need to know to work with you and all the reasons that they need to sign up with you. Make sure that you watch the video all the way to the end. People are overly skeptical over online coaches, and they have good reason to be skeptical. So I will share a bonus tip at the end of the video on how to show that you're a legitimate, incredible coach and how to prove your credibility over multiple levels to build trust so they know that you are not a scammer. What you need for this video, first you have to identify your niche. You have to understand who you want to attract to your website and who do you want to communicate with. And if you don't know how to identify your ideal niche, you can find a video here and also in the description below. Second, you need to have some time around your ideal clients. You have to have sales conversations and coaching conversations. You have to understand what really motivates your clients to change. What does it bring? What brings them to your coaching? Because these insights is what you use on your website to attract more clients. So you need to know what words to use and what images to paint so they are attracted to you. And lastly, of course, you need a website. And if you haven't built a website yourself, I have another video here and also in the description below where you can find how to build a website and also several very successful coaching websites that inspire you and help you to design your own. So the first step that we need to talk about that I see very often is we have to be very clear on what you want to do with your website. So you have to understand who are your visitors. Most likely they are people that have seen you on social media, maybe on YouTube or in a podcast. So they know your name and they kind of know what you're doing. Then we have to identify the goal. What do you want people to do on your website? Most likely, you want them to learn more about your coaching and find reasons to work with you. And lastly, we have to decide what to do next. Now that they have the reasons to work with you, What do you want them to do next? And very often it's to book a free and friendly initial call. That's actually then the sales call. Or maybe you want them to download a lead magnet or immediately sign up for your coaching. If you want to do either of that, you can check out the video here and also in the description below on how to build a lead magnet that attracts new clients or how to have successful sales conversations. Again, both videos are here and also in the description below. Now that we have clarified what is the goal of the website, we need to figure out what to put on the website. And the first part is you need to show all the information that they need to hire you. Most often this is who you are, where you are, what you do, how you do it, and why you do it. The second part is you need to share the information that convinces them to buy from you. That's often testimonials, credentials, and sometimes also how-to tips on better eating or improving your fitness, because then they know, oh, I want to work in this way. It really resonates how this coach works. I mentioned this a couple of slides ago, but let me reiterate this. You have to identify a niche, a group of people that you want to attract. It doesn't have to be a super formal marketing research process. You simply have to understand the people that you're already attracting. So for example, you can take notes from your sales coach and coaching sessions where you understand these are the reasons why people sign up with you. If you're a PN certified coach, you're most likely familiar with the 5 why responses. If you have these 5 why responses, use them on your website because these are the deepest motivators for your clients. Or you can also use social listening, where you basically check out other coaches' websites to see how they are communicating to their niche. And let me give you a quick recap because we talked about building a coaching website in a previous video already. So the high-level structure is you get attention. That's the first part of the website that's always on the screen. From there, you state the problem. Then you show how your coaching is a solution to their problem. You prove that your solution is better than the solution of others. And lastly, you ask for the action. And throughout the website, you show proof that you're actually a legitimate coach that can produce the results that you promise. Again, if you want to see inspiring coaching websites that are following this structure, you can check out the video in the description below where I showed 7 different pages and how they're built. So when you're thinking about your website, think about the different styles people serve on the internet. You'll most likely know some people who are emotional buyers who impulsively buy in that moment. And you have, on the other end, people who think about and compare and think about even longer and need facts and figures to make a decision. So when you look at your website or when you look at building your website, try to put yourself into these different styles of surfing so you communicate to them specifically, and then you have all the different styles throughout your website. So for example, try to put yourself into the position of somebody who immediately buys something. What do they need on the website to immediately make a decision? So it has to be a great headline. The call to action has to be available all the time on the screen. And you have to highlight the most important, painful arguments that lead them to make a decision. Then there are people who are very skeptical. They need lots of testimonials. So you can bring testimonials and credentials and social proof to show that they can actually trust you. Then you have the facts surfer. These people are looking for the features and details, and they need a lot of reasons to make the decision. And lastly, there are often the people that buy because of the fear of missing out. So if you can create a feeling of scarcity, that there's only a limited time or a limited quantity of your coaching offer, this is the way to communicate to those people. Again, we are not aiming for perfection. You won't always get all 4 surf styles, especially when you offer something like a free coaching session. You won't be able to create a limited time offer around this. But if you try as best as possible to communicate to all 3 or all 4, your website will be so much better. And if you want to take this advice to the next level, then take a friend or a client, get an idea of how they usually shop on the internet, and then sit them in front of your website and ask them, what do you think? What is going through your mind when you see your website? And the key is that they're thinking out loud. So you notice what they are looking at, what they see, and what they think. And this will hugely improve your website. Now, let's talk about the hero, the first part of the website that every visitor sees. The main goal of the hero is to catch the attention of the right clients. That is very important. It doesn't have to catch the attention of everybody, only of your ideal clients, the people that you want to work with. That means when they are on your website, they immediately have to answer a simple question. If I sign up for this coaching, I will get this benefit. And this benefit often has to be an emotional hook, something that is really important to them. Again, that's why I've mentioned that you need to have some sales conversations. You need to have some experience with clients so you actually understand what are the deeper motivations for them to make a decision. And then, if you have an idea of your hero, make the sprint test. Try to imagine you are running 10 sets of 30-second sprints. And when you're completely out of breath, you still have to communicate clearly. If I sign up for this coaching, I will get this benefit. If you do that, then everybody who is the ideal client will see your hero and will immediately see, this is for me, I want to continue to read. If you fail to communicate this within 5 seconds, they will jump to a different page. Now, once we have their attention, we need to communicate that they need your coaching. So, for example, if they're looking for weight loss, eating less and training more is on their mind. That's what they're thinking about. So the need for habit-based coaching needs a longer introduction so they understand why they need habit-based coaching instead of a meal plan. And here's how you can do that. You start by defining the problem. You start by defining, for example, they try to lose weight and after a few days, they're back at their old habits. They're doing the same thing. So you highlight the pain next. Why is this such a painful process? For example, they start to doubting themselves that they will ever lose the weight and they will never actually feel comfortable in their body again if they continue with this process. And then you prescribe a solution. Luckily, there's a solution to this problem. Habit-based coaching allows them to not change everything at once, but slowly over time. And through this process, the success is much more long-term. So again, we have to understand our ideal clients. What is their problem? What are they thinking about? Oh, I need a meal plan. And your website has to make the transition from I need a meal plan to I need habit-based coaching, because habit-based coaching actually creates the results instead of all the problems that I'm currently facing. And if you struggle to communicate this transformation or this process, then you can always check out other websites and see how other coaches are communicating this. And I mentioned it previously already. I have a video where I looked at 7 successful coaching websites and break down how they communicate these points. Once you have introduced the solution, habit-based coaching, you have to show why your coaching is superior. Again, there are a couple of steps that help them think through this process. First, you show how your coaching is a solution to their problem. So you're offering habit-based coaching. Then you show them how your coaching is a superior option because it's slower, it has a more long-term effect, and through the long-term effect, they actually lose the weight only once. And then you communicate these key points with bullets. So bullets, and I talked about this in another video that you can find in the description below, always have a structure. They have the feature, for example, your one-on-one coaching sessions. They have a benefit, so they are always in communication with you, and that means they are always supported by you. There's always somebody who helps them. And also make sure that the most compelling reasons stand out. Don't hide them in a normal bullet list. Use icons to make them stand out. So people who don't have as much time and as much attention span, they actually just scan your website and see the main points. Oh, this is great. I want to sign up. And you might be wondering, my coaching isn't superior to anybody else. I'm just offering the same thing. That's not true. There are many things that help you stand out. Not only is it your coaching personality and your approach, but there are other factors that help you stand out as a coach. And I have a whole video in the description below that shows you how to stand out as a coach, even if you're seemingly offer the same thing. Now, where's your client right now? They have their attention, they understand the problem, you've shown them how your solution is superior. Now communicate exactly how you work. Let them know what they get when they sign up with you. Why does it matter? It proves that you have an actual process, and also gives the facts people good reasons. They understand, oh, this and this works together. I understand how this coaching works. And if you want to know how to design a coaching program that actually sells and convinces, you can check out the video in the description below. We talked about this already. People are very skeptical nowadays over online coaches, and they have all reasons to be skeptical. So it's very important that you build credibility as early as possible. So one simple way is, even in the hero, you already include a simple but powerful testimonial. And if you don't know how to ask for testimonials, I have a video on that as well that you can check out in the description below. So testimonial already in the header, and then throughout the website, sprinkle it in. Then show your credentials. You have credentials and certifications that make you a knowledgeable and skilled coach. Show them. Then, if you have been featured maybe on a podcast or on a bigger conference, show it with a logo or a name. Or if you have worked with a company before, show that you have collaborated with them. It shows your credibility. And lastly, you can always add your logo and your name at the top left-hand corner of the website. It shows that you're a legitimate coach and business. Now, how do you get testimonials and referrals, and how do you get success with clients? And most importantly, how do you finally gain the confidence to get started and transform the health and lives of others? You can learn all that with my free coaching session preparation kit. I talk about everything from the sales conversation over the first intake questionnaire, including checklist, to follow-up conversations, check-in forms that you can send via email, and how to ask for testimonials and referrals. Everything for free in one package. You can download it in the description below. I'm curious, what was most helpful for you in this video? And are there other areas that you want tips on how to get clients or how to create great success with your clients? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you have any specific questions around building a successful website or getting clients or working with clients in general, feel free to reach out on Instagram.